is the new Ubiquiti UNVR Instant. And this is not so new, the Ubiquiti G6 Bullet. And today we're going to be testing this out and putting this inside of our home and outside. And we're going to be testing this out. By the way, we're going to mount this camera for real later, so don't worry. We're just having it here for testing and seeing about how long it can record for. So let's get into it. Anyway, as you can see, this is Ubiquiti's new budget NVR that runs UniFi Protect fully. It can run G6 Bullet, it's just like I have right here. It has 6 power over Ethernet ports, which is really nice. It can support a 3.5 HDD, only 3.5-inch HDD, but only one of them. And it has a little screen up here, not touch screen, I thought it was. It shows you the time, shows you the status of the HDD. Right now it says optimal, and it shows you how long ago you got a motion. And in my case, it's right now. So, if you can take a look at the back, you can see we have the power plug. We have the Ethernet cable going to the G6 Bullet over here. And then we have the main Ethernet cable that goes to my ASUS router right here. And then you can also plug in the HDMI cable, but we're not going to do that because I just wanted to stream to our phone for now as we test how long our 6 terabyte WD purple, I believe, hard drive can hold up with 2K recording on the G6 Bullet. So as you can see the live view of this thing. This thing has a built-in microphone. I'm not sure it has two-way talk, and it has all sorts of motion zones and all this cool stuff. Face recognition tab where you can it'll detect the faces and it'll print them, but I'm not going to show you any of our faces because this is a camera that's been recording in our home. So of course we just have the normal settings menu, and you can control everything about the console. And yeah, so you can see there's all this stuff on the console, and then 103 gigabytes used out of 5.94 terabytes. You can see all the information, and you can control and see all the cool stuff. So essentially, this is just a cheap Ubiquiti NVR for a small home, even an apartment. Well, even for an apartment, up to 6 cameras, which is not bad. You can have basically any camera that Ubiquiti sells, except like PTZ ones. And just to keep in mind, some cameras, like the AI ones, require higher PoE power and wattage that's outputted from this. So just keep in mind that, well, Ubiquiti has their system where basically they have little lightning bolts to show how much power the PoE can output. So I'm just going to say that if you know anything about this, the Ubiquiti one, this UNVR Instant, only outputs 1 lightning bolt. 1 lightning bolt is enough to power any of these, but then for like the AI cameras, then that's not enough. But then for so you always need to make sure, because these take up different amounts of wattage. Ubiquiti shows how much wattage these take up on their website, and then you can see how much output wattage this the Switch or your NVR takes out. Just to confirm with you guys, this has ports that you plug. So you take, this is basically the route. It comes from the camera to NVR to the router. So NVR goes to the router, NVR goes to the router goes to the internet, and then the NVR goes to the camera. So just to be clear, unlike other Ubiquiti NVRs or DVRs, is that you plug this into the internet switch and then you plug all the cameras directly into the internet switch. This has 6 direct ports. You plug them straight into this thing. So just to get that cleared up, you do not need an internet switch, and you can put up to 6 cameras. You can also easily go and access your settings by just going /UniFi. And then it'll go to /unifi.ui.com and you can sign in. And my PC is sad for some reason. I can't detect the internet for some reason. Let me fix that. Turns out, guys, our Wi-Fi is temporarily fricked, so let's do something else. So anyway, let's get, I don't have the box for this right now, but I do have the box for this. So in case you're wondering, I'm going to show what's included in the box for the G6 Bullet. But before we go do that, my final thoughts for this UNVR is that if you have a small home Or even if you have a big home that just only needs 6 cameras, well then this is perfect. It costs only $200 base price. So it's $200 base price, but then if you want it to come with a kit, it costs more. They don't, and then you have to insert your own hard drive. That's really easy to do, so don't overthink that. And your hard drive doesn't actually have to be formatted. It pre-formats it for you, so you don't have to worry about that. Anyway, this is a really great NVR. It's actually bigger than you'd expect. Like, this is hand for scale. So it's actually quite a bit bigger than you'd expect on the Ubiquiti product pages. This came out quite recently. It's really easy and clean to use. It comes with everything you need. I mean, of course, except this. You need your own Ethernet cables. That's something up to state. You need your own HDMI cable to connect to your TV or whatever you're going to use it for. You need your own Ethernet cables connected to the to your router, and you need your own Ethernet cable and a camera to connect. So let's take a look at the G6 Bullets box. So as you can see, the G6 Bullets box is quite simple and quite cool. So the camera unit came in here, but the camera unit is being used over there in the den. So we're just gonna go over the mounting kit and all the stuff that comes with it. We have a quick manual. I wouldn't really call this an instruction manual because there's like little to no instructions on it. We have these grommets. So these grommets are meant, so I'm gonna post a video, hopefully I'm gonna record it tomorrow, about installing this out into our driveway. But see these grommets, they can split open and you push the Ethernet cable in. This is for waterproofing. And then the grommets go in to this bit. This bit, so it keeps the actual camera from getting wet. So there's all this stuff. There's a little demonstration here of how to get this stuff. There's this little spinny bracket thingy. There's the mount, and then there's the tightening ring and more brackets. I'm not really sure what all this does because, of course, I haven't installed this in our driveway yet, but I'm going to tomorrow, so I'm going to try making a video about it tomorrow. So we also have these. So the last thing we have that's included in here are these screws. So we have in here we have this normal screw that can screw into your surface. And then we have those little plastic things where you can like drill a hole, push that in, and then that's your threading. And then we have another thing down here. This is just some more screws. These look like thinner and shorter screws, so I'm gonna suppose they're used for something else, and there's something else. There are more screws. These screws are thick and short. So I'm not sure, of course, what all of these screws do, but I'm gonna learn tomorrow. So anyway, that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow possibly, because we're going to be installing this thing into our driveway.